As I'm sure many of you know, Persona 5 Royale recently received its multi-platform port. During this event, Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable were also announced to be getting these ports to modern consoles and PC. However, Persona 4 Golden's re-release just sorta got leaked. The way this happened was the Steam Depot got updated, so if you owned the game and knew the game's ID, you could go and just simply download this new version of the game without really needing to do anything else. In case you're wondering just what's changed in this new remastered version of Persona 4 Golden, well, let's go into that. Now, Sewer56's Twitter thread on this really does a great job at explaining a lot of the technical things that have changed, such as the game's EXE is now 64-bit, whereas the original PC port was 32-bit. As well as this, the game's file system has been completely redone, similar to how Persona 5's file system got redone with the port of Royale. Now, the game does sadly still have Denuvo, and because of the file system change, it means that a lot of the mods will most likely break. But it's not all doom and gloom, however, as Sewer did report that the game has received a massive performance improvement, and although the file structure change will require many mods from Persona 4 Golden to be ported over to this newer version, Sewer's already developed a working mod loader for the remaster of Golden. There are also some in-game changes brought along with this remaster as well though. Rudiger's Twitter thread does a great job at covering these. It appears as if many of the bugs of the original Persona 4 Golden port have been fixed, such as the notorious stutter whenever you go to all-out attack, which if you never noticed before, I'm sure you will now that it's been mentioned. Similarly, other bugs such as Dojima's portrait not blinking and animations not working properly above 30 FPS have also been fixed. The settings menu has also been overhauled, with many aspects of it being changed or removed, such as there now being a section for your sound output device and a button display option similar to what's in Persona 5 where you can switch between Nintendo, Xbox or PlayStation prompts. Other options such as the animation quality and the ability to uncap your FPS have been removed, with the highest FPS you can now have in game being set to 120. Unfortunately though, there isn't the option to disable motion blur, and if you played the game on PS Vita or at low FPSs, you know just how intrusive this can be, so the only fix for that is really going to be running the game at higher FPSs, but hopefully the performance improvements will help you be able to do that. Also, there are some gameplay changes as well, there now being the ability to essentially save your game wherever you want by opening the menu, similar to other games such as the recent Soul Hackers 2, which also had this feature, which will create a temporary save that you can then load in case you have to put the game down and come back to it at another time. The SOS button that appears in dungeons also now finally tells you which button you need to press it, so there won't be any more accidentally pressing the wrong button and sending out an SOS signal in case you didn't want to. But it is important to remember that this was a leaked build, so all of these are subject to change, and many bugs that may still be present in this build may possibly be patched by the time that the full remaster releases in January of next year. So these are likely going to be the sorts of improvements we're going to be seeing with the re-release of Persona 4 Golden and maybe even Persona 3 Portable, as I'm sure many of these changes will carry through to that game as well. But that's pretty much going to be it. There is a lot more I didn't manage to cover, so I really suggest you go and read these threads for yourself, as they include a lot more detail than what I've been able to cover here in this short amount of time. And the mods I've used in the video, such as Mudkip's Persona 5 Investigation Team mod, will be linked in the description below. As always though, I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you all next time.